Hey, good morning. This is Alan, and I'm getting started right around dawn, actually a few minutes before sunrise, and I'm heading up the Beartooth Highway out of Red Lodge, Montana, on my way to Yellowstone. This is a spectacular road. It's known for being a spectacular road, and you start at around 5,500 feet in Red Lodge, and you begin climbing, which I'm doing right now, up to around over 10,700 feet. There's hiking opportunities along it. There's a lot of photogenic opportunities. I'm going to turn this around so you can stop looking at me and see where I am and what I'm seeing here. This is absolutely beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. Heading into a deep V-shaped valley, and like I say, it's going to be a spectacular drive. It's around 65 miles to get to Cook City, which is the gateway town to get into Yellowstone. And then once you're in Yellowstone, Yellowstone is the size of the state of Connecticut. I'm sure that I won't cover all of Yellowstone today. I've been there before many times, actually, and my goal today is to do the Northeast Corridor, which is where the entrance is from Cook City. Maybe work my way to Mammoth Hot Springs, maybe stop off at one of the big lakes, and just spend a little bit of time getting to know Yellowstone a little bit. Okay, I'm going to round this curve and then stop the video for now, and I'll come back when I see something spectacular coming up. Southwest to get to Cook City and Yellowstone. Pretty good climb right now. This looks like about a 5%, 6%, 7% grade, somewhere in that range. So definitely adding a lot of altitude as we drive along, moving at close to 60 miles an hour. There's nobody else on the road. My biggest concern about traveling at this hour is wildlife. Can you imagine that U-shaped valley, that cirque up ahead, filled with snow? I am so ready for ski season. The sun is just coming up. It's only 5 minutes, 6 minutes later than the last time we spoke. The sun is just coming up onto that ridge. It definitely is sun up by now because Google said so. But obviously I'm still shadowed in the valley as I'm hundreds of feet, if not more, below the ridges that are around me. This is that cirque that had a little bit of snow in it. I think when we go around this curve, you'll see it a lot better. Yeah, it's just gorgeous. And this is the beginning of the switchbacks, and this is why I'm not driving up here with my 38-foot rig. It just wouldn't work. I know some people have done this, but I don't know how bright an idea it is. Because even then, I crossed over the line to make the turn. I can imagine with a 38-foot trailer behind me, that would just, totally encompass the two lanes. And if there's any oncoming traffic, that's just ugly. All right, I'm going to go through the switchbacks, focus on that. I'll let you stay with me for another moment or two. It looks like it's just absolutely gorgeous terrain. Got to be up around 8,000 feet by now. Not sure of how many miles. Well, driven about 12 miles actually since I started. So, well underway. Looking forward to breakfast. There's a highly rated place in Cook City that, again, thanks to TripAdvisor, it's amazing what you can find out. But I certainly am going to make some stops. My goal for leaving at dawn was not only to have a full day of traveling Yellowstone and exploring it, but to be able to get some spectacular scenes with the sun near the horizon. And you and I both know that can only be done within the first hour or so of sunrise, and of course the last hour of sunlight during the day. I'll tell you, listening to Bruce Springsteen sing Born to Run through Sirius XM satellite while you're driving what the brochures built, that's better, as one of the most spectacular highways in the country, and it really is. The switchbacks here are incredible. Now I feel like I'm up at about the same altitude as that ridge that's got the snow on it, and I think you can see that off in the distance where the sunlight is cutting in. And I gotta say, traveling with this dash cam is just a lot of fun. I mean, it gives me an opportunity to share this drive with you and share this experience with you. That was almost 180-degree cutback, and it continues to be 7-8% grade. I can only imagine if I tried pulling a trailer what kind of mileage I'd be getting with that. But now I'm headed northeast, where I've been heading south. This will switch back again in a few minutes. Yeah, there's no way I'd bring anything much over 30 feet up here, and even then, only if you're really looking to put yourself to the test. So this has got to be up around 9,000 feet now, maybe higher. I know there's no ruler coming up soon, and probably revisit you there. This is September 12th. It's just a few miles up from the last stop, the scenic rest. This is the hell-roaring Plateau. It's over 10,000 feet in spots. It's just windswept. Looks like all kinds of, probably well overturned igneous rock. You may be able to see, as I continue to pan, an igneous dike in the rock. As it intruded, it's still pretty much in the darkness of the early morning. Temperatures in the high 40s, forecast to go up into the mid to high 70s at around 7,000 feet. I'm wearing a sweatshirt and shorts. It's probably one of the last days you'll be able to do this. This country could just as easily be getting snow right now. The sun is just clearing the ridge behind me. Absolutely spectacular. Around 9,400, 9,500 feet. And I brought the camera alive because first of all, we're leaving Montana, we're going into Wyoming. There are posts along the side, and just on the Montana side, you see how high these posts are? They're as tall as my car. And there were posts on the Montana side that had sticks coming out of them. Sticks that were twice the height of this. Obviously that's so they can pick out where the road is and know how high the snow gets around. Well, this is something you don't see every day. The highest porta potty in the USA is for Beartooth Basin summer ski area. Patron's fee is not free at 10,900 feet, so please don't be a poop. Support Shoshone National Forest and Red Lodge businesses. $1 gets you a sticker, water, vintage ski postcard, etc. Wow. You gotta love enterprise. You can see the snowfields. Again, this is early September, so this is what's left of the snow from the previous season. And we've now, looks like, crested, and there's a new mountain range off to the west. I think those are the Absarokas, but I'm not sure. We're gonna walk over to what looks like a ski lift. Up here, a lot of boulders that you could see, and I'm no geologist, but it kind of looked like glacial erratics to me. This looks like a ski lift, and I don't know, maybe it's a ski area. I don't know how you would, I don't know. This really does feel like the top of the world. Just climbed a little bit and I'm out of breath. Like a truck camper, found a great spot to spend the night. certainly had a great view. Now on the west side, the mountain pass, descending down around 9,000 feet. Alpine forest, glacial lakes, absolutely gorgeous. About halfway to Cook City from Red Lodge. You can see what looks like a giant outcrop of sedimentary rock up ahead. Quarter-mile ahead, top of the world. Don't know what that is. That might be what we're looking at. Looks like a mix of limestone with some sandstone. The red would be the sandstone. That's where there's more iron oxide. Absolutely spectacular. Coming off a 9,000 foot plateau, dropping down for a little while, and I think going back up soon. But this is amazing. This is the Absaroka Range. Just taking my time going down the hill. Coming up on the entrance to Yellowstone National Park. It's been a couple of years since I've been in the national park, and this one's a big one. It's a beautiful park. Coming in on the northeast entrance, passed by Cook City, had a great breakfast at Bear Claw Cafe. Highly recommend that. 10:30 in the morning, and you can tell you're at the park. Looking at the way people park, drive. Gotta love it. But that's the nature of being in these parks. Americans and visitors at their finest. Of course, with the dash cam, I didn't have to stop to photograph the sign. You can see we're coming up on northeast entrance.